Peace and abundance. I am talking about food and the um, the way the food industry is. You know, um, a lot of us tend to shop at main grocery stores that have overly processed foods. Um, we tend to grocery shop where we're getting cookies, chips, um, pre pre made box foods, like hamburger helper, um, things of that nature. The problem with these foods is that they are not giving your body nutrition, and on top of it not giving your body nutrition and the proper nutrients, the proper minerals, is that it's actually depleting our bodies of a lot of vitamins, a lot of nutrients, a lot of minerals that we are needing. So then that leaves our bodies open to a lot of illness, a lot of disease, a lot of cancer. Um, a lot of these chips, such as Doritos, it's not that it's colored by cheese, it's colored with dye. Okay, a lot of these dyes, um, they cause a lot of adverse effects within our body, in the nervous system, ADHD, anxiety. Um, you also can end up getting infertility and cancer from them. Um, you know, Even if you are plant-based or vegan, so much as anything, you have to make sure that you're staying away from processed foods. These processed foods will build up in your body, in your colon, um, and your liver and your kidneys really filter out a lot for your body, so that way the body works properly, operates properly. But when you eat these processed foods, meats, um, overly processed drinks, all this is built up in your stomach. And your stomach is really important. It's very important, along with all of our other organs. But not only that, from a spiritual aspect, your stomach also helps with your intuition, with a lot of inner knowings that we we're blessed with, from divine spirit. And when we basically are clogging up our system, our stomach, we are clouding our judgment, clouding our minds. In return, like I said, these foods are depleting us from a lot. It's depleting us from water, because a lot of these foods have high sodium content in them. Um, and then that's leaving us with a lot of problems, cramps in your legs, you're having stomach aches all the time, your stomach is overworking itself to break down these so-called foods. This ain't food. It should not, none of this stuff should be in your body. Like, read your ingredients when you go in the grocery store, um but I definitely just want to just touch on these certain foods, because a lot of them have zero nutrition. Like a lot of white anything that's of white substance, white bread, white flour, um pasta noodles that are like the yellow regular pasta noodles, like you can find them at Walmart, Giant Shoppers, wherever you, Kroger, 99¢, whatever. These they're very high in sugar content and can lead to diabetes. They have no nutritional value as well. So while your body is overworking to break down this glucose that is in your body, on top of the fact that your stomach is now doing the best that it can to overwork, to dismantle and break down these heavy foods that we put in our body, you're making your abdominal muscles weak. You're depleting your muscles from electrolytes, from minerals, from vitamins, from nutrients, protein that we're really needing. People really think that animal protein is something that is so important. Well, let me tell you something. Animal protein is very hard to digest on our stomachs. Okay, there are more plants and vegetables out here that has more protein and that has more protein than animal products. Okay, so vegetables and plants, herbal plants, are something that break down within 24 hours. You know, your stomach isn't working hard. It isn't having to overwork itself with meat, beef, cow, chicken, you know, steak, stuff like that, lamb, things of that nature. Those take anywhere from I had to yarn. Anywhere from 7 to 12 days to break down properly. Now, with the culture that we live in here in America, and the fact that we supposedly need 3 meals a day, 2 snacks in between, you run into McDonald's in the morning, you run to McDonald's for lunch, you run to McDonald's for dinner. Or you may end up probably cooking you steak, potatoes, and salad for dinner. Imagine all of those white products that you're putting on your body, high in sugar, that your body's having a breakdown. The meat is having a breakdown within this 7 to 12 day time frame, 3 times per day. You're putting so much stress and so much just abuse on your abdominal area that of course you're not going to be able to think straight. Of course you're having stomach pain. Of course now you're needing to sit here and have surgery to get some of your intestines removed. I will say this. The food industry, pharmaceutical companies within here in America is one of the biggest financial games because they know what they're doing to us. They know that they feed off of our emotions because we're sitting here working these 8 to 12-hour days away from home. Now we're not mentally thinking, oh, maybe we should have prepared something healthy for the rest of this week so that way I don't have to run to McDonald's. I don't have to run to Chick-fil-A that's filled up with all this MSG and all these type of additives and chemicals that's making my brain addicted to this food to keep me running back. I don't have to run to go there. They purposely put us in survival mode. Take us away from all of our natural foods. Make it harder for us to get into a mind frame of thinking that this is really easy to eat healthy, to eat from what God has provided for us already, what the earth has already provided for us. Twisted our mental up to the point that we go to the gas station. Let me get a bag of chips. Let me get a soda. Soda's eating away at your teeth. The bag of chips probably got milk in it, dairy. That dairy putrefies in your stomach, so that causes bad breath. Our skin is one of the largest organs on us. So within that's also clogging our pores. So now you have acne and everything else that's coming out. Mucus, overproduction of mucus. Mucus is supposed to be within our body because it's a protective mechanism, but we are not supposed to have an overabundance of mucus. You're wondering why your children are getting sick from daycare. It's because of what they are eating within the daycare. A lot of these daycares are governmentally funded, and with that comes a lot of dairy, a lot of meat, a lot of canned vegetables. And I won't say canned vegetables, canned beans are not good for you, but a lot of these canned foods have what's called disodium chloride in it. And that's actually something that is used within construction sites to help absorb I believe the cement that's in these construction sites, if I'm not mistaken. So we're putting that stuff in our body. Imagine what we're really doing to ourselves, you know. You know, I do want to I'm going to read something from this book that I have. And it basically touches on a lot of what I was talking about, okay? So, cow's milk. Cow's milk is not suited for human consumption. Half the invalids in the world suffer from dysphagia, and milk should not be taken, which is almost like lactose intolerance. Milk causes constipation, biliousness, coated tongue, headache, and these are the symptoms of intestinal auto-intoxication. Nut milks, coconut milk, almond milk, cashew milk, oat milk. I don't really recommend soy milk. If you are of Asian descent, go for it. But anyone that is of melanated, black and brown, soy is not something that is digestible within us as melanated folks, you know. So yeah, I just really just want to just touch on that because it's like I see how it is that a lot of these hospitals and grocery stores, doctors, and it's not to say don't go to the doctor. Go get your lab work done, get your physicals. But we don't have to be sick. We don't have to be in a lot of the pain that we are in. We don't have to be on our deathbed to try to prevent these things from happening to us, you know. Especially within our melanated black communities. A lot of us have been taught to eat what was given to us. They have purposely manipulated a lot of our family structure, a lot of our diet changes to keep us sick, to keep us poor, to keep us from knowing that we have options, okay? Just because it's something that we used to do, it does not mean that we have to keep doing it. You hear me? So that's just what I wanted to touch on. I hope that this message was received well. And if you like what you heard today, hit subscribe, hit the like button, share, comment. I love interacting with you all. I give so much blessings to you all. Thanks.